Welcome to InfoSource, a presentation of Berkshire Healthcare Systems, a not-for-profit, consumer-centered organization committed to fulfilling the health and residential needs of the communities across Massachusetts we serve. I'm your host, Jenny Sutherland, and with me today is a woman who I have known for, I was trying to figure out 7 years.
Roughly.
In different capacities, but you are Jen Kerwood.
Yes.
Or Jennifer Kerwood, to be exact, from the Berkshire United Way. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I'm very glad to be with you.
Good, good. I'm very excited, not only because it's you, and we have done this together in the past, the show, but because of you, I've heard more about the United Way, which I didn't really get fully before, so I apologize to that. But I thought we could start with, really, I liked one time you, not too long ago, you told me kind of the history of the United Way, and if that's okay to start there.
Sure, it's a long history actually, so we've been
All
around.
Right, abbreviated version.
Do you have 2 hours? No,
Okay.
Kidding. No, Berkshire United Way has been around in one form or another since 1924. So
that's awesome.
It's certainly been around a long time, and folks may remember, you know, it was referred to as the Community Fund or the Good Neighbor Fund. There were community chests, and over time, Berkshire United Way has evolved. We serve central and southern Berkshire County.
Okay.
There's a Northern Berkshire United Way as well as a Williamstown Community Chest. So those are your United Way related organizations in the Berkshires, which generally are there to help our community in the best ways possible.
And these were folks who, through their different businesses and companies, would pass the hat around and collect donations?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, way back when the GE Good Neighbor Fund, literally the idea was that if the community came together once a year in the fall and literally on the manufacturing floor pass the hat around and everybody threw in what they can, that together we'll have enough money to care for, back then really focused on the poor and needy in the community.
And that's what I thought was interesting, because clearly I see all the businesses and industry now, and then I think back to like when it started in 1947. Did you say?
24.
24.
Way back, yeah.
24.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was kind of booming, and then it boomed more. So I can see that that was very powerful. And today you're still powerful, and you do a lot of different things. So it's evolved from passing the hat at work to where you are today. And let's hear about that a little.
You know, Berkshire United Way is a convener, really neutral ground for the community to come together to address the community's most crucial needs. And our mission is to ignite the collective power of all the individuals and organizations to build a stronger community together, because it's not about one organization. No one charity, no one company, no one person can do this alone. And it's really about collectively, all of us bringing our best together, giving what you can in resources, whether it's time or money, and that together we can identify the most pressing needs and then work to solve those.
And I know that you are focused right now on 3 different areas.
Correct.
So let's spend some time on that.
So we did a lot of research to try and figure out what are the 3 most pressing needs that if we can move the needle on these issues and create strategies, we can both improve individual people's lives, but our community as a whole, and really work at that population level change. How can we be very accountable to the dollars that we raise? And so we're focused on 3 broad issues: early childhood development, positive youth development, and then financial stability, which we're kind of morphing, renaming into economic prosperity. It's really working on our working families. Sorry.
Yeah, and that term, I think, is more what it is.
Right.
So I think that works. And your early childhood programs, what are some of those?
Well, the overall goal for our early childhood originally is that that students, children, are arriving at kindergarten ready to learn, so that we can provide all the support possible to children and their families, so that when they arrive at kindergarten, day 1, they're ready to hit the ground running. Ultimately, our best indicator right now is the 3rd grade reading proficiency tests that we hear about. And so we want kids, by the time they're in 3rd grade, reading at 3rd grade level, because that's when they switch from learning to read to reading to learn. And children who are struggling at that time struggle in math, word problems, and history. And so in order to create the strongest community possible, our kids need to be at kindergarten ready to learn, and they need to be reading proficiently by 3rd grade. So what are we doing on that? We have a number of strategies, but early quality childhood programs, daycare programs from organizations that everyone knows and love: Berkshire Children and Families, Lee Youth Association, the Gladys Brigham Center, and more. Also really focused on home visiting. So coming into parents' homes and helping them learn the skills to be the best parents they can be, helping to address issues that children may be having so they're not falling behind, early intervention programs with Pediatric Development Center.
Sure.
Also working really strongly with CHP down in Great Barrington, all kinds of family support services to support the whole family again, and you're supporting that child, but the parents, giving them the tools and tips they need so that they're ready to go.
I mean, as you're saying all these things, and this is me, because I know that you guys like promote and get word out, that I really didn't know there was so much of it. And just hearing like a couple of those, it's like, oh, that's great work. And then you hear all these other, this program and this program. It truly is a huge accomplishment that the whole community is supporting, and it's really remarkable work.
It can only be done with the whole community.
Yeah, exactly.
6,500 donors, tons of volunteers, 40 partners, thousands of volunteers in all those partner organizations, really working together to improve our community.
So I really respect all the work to get these kids reading and at an early age and ready to go and you know, read to learn, and I think that's so important, and it moves on into the teenage, because those folks need support, and I know you've spent some time in researching how to help them, and so let's hear about that part.
So I have 2 teenagers, and I'll tell you, it's not an easy time for the parents or the teenagers, and I think actually that's a hallmark of our current billboard campaign that folks may see. Talk to your kids often if you see that around, because kids really do care what they think. They're not going to always show us that they do, but they need us to share our values with them and our ideas and our ground rules. So. But our youth development focus is really on helping kids graduate from college on time with a plan. Are you going to college? Do you have a career? Who do you need in your life to help you achieve that? Mentoring programs, after school programs. We're doing so much more with our arts organizations, which is really cool. Theater can be a great place for youth to build confidence, but not every kid builds confidence on the stage. So we're really excited to be involved in the Roots Rising program, which is a new program this year, Greenagers, again, funding mentoring at Dalton CRA, Railroad Street Youth Project, lots of organizations that help provide caring adults for kids who maybe not have those in their lives, but also excited to be involved of other community partnerships like the Compact, making sure that every kid in Berkshire County gets on a college campus so that that's real for them. All of those things work together for the community support folks so that, again, that makes our community stronger when our teens are graduating with a plan.
Yeah, I mean, that's, and you said when we were talking about doing the show that you guys are from, what is it, cradle to career?
Cradle to career is some slang focus. I don't know, but it really tries to give us from the very beginning until you launch on a career. We're there to support you and your family.
And those programs that you mentioned, especially for the teenagers, where it's an interesting time to be a person, because you're not quite sure where you fit in, and you might not be into sports, so you're not getting that support from a coach or your team. So you know, theater could be your way, or just even like, you know, I don't take it for granted that I had opportunities to see college and stuff, but some people don't have that luxury of you know, even having a way to, and you guys make that happen. So I think it's super important for this community to touch as many of these young adults as possible. So those are great programs. And now let's go with, what's your new term for financial stability? Is that was
economic prosperity, or EPIC. Because it is EPIC, the Economic Prosperity Investment Council. Again, it's bringing that collective impact approach that has succeeded so well in our early childhood and positive youth development focuses to economic prosperity. Again, it's about getting people to work. It's about helping our families who are struggling be stronger, and it makes our community stronger. So we've been doing the VITA program for a few years now. That's a big piece of it, the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. And I know we're so excited we're going to be partnering with you guys this year.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited to offer it to folks who you know, need it, and you know, if we can help people do taxes and they get some money back, that's wonderful. I personally am not going to be involved in any of the math or any of that. I will be the greeter. I will say hello.
Fantastic.
But we're excited to help with that. And I think it's a great opportunity for the community, because instead of trying to fudge through it yourself, which can be daunting, or going and paying someone to do it where you're losing more money, this is an opportunity to make an appointment, set a time, someone will help you for free, and hopefully we can get you some money back.
Absolutely, and take advantage of tons of tax credits that you may not know are there, especially now. I know that with the tax laws changing, but the average return done with the VITA program, again, these are for families making $54,000 or less, is $1,625, and that can be significant. That can get you caught up on your car insurance. It might help you get a down payment if you're moving into a better home. Might help you get caught up on some other bills, pay for some other things. So it's really wonderful. There are tons of organizations here in the Berkshires doing it. We're just one of them. So we're a resource. So we invite you to call United Way if you want to take advantage of this at 442-6948. Wherever you live, if you're in North County, if you're in South County, or the Hill Towns, we'll connect you with the right partner and help you get set up so you can take advantage of that. Or just learn more information, you can go to our website, berkshireunitedway.org.
Okay.
That's just part of the economic prosperity piece that we're trying to do. We're really excited to be part of a new program that's an employment matchmaker. So we're really looking in detail and data at the jobs that are open and then the people who aren't working because they're both higher than we like. And what are the stumbling blocks? What are we going to do to match these up? Where are these pathways? And I know at Berkshire Healthcare Systems you have a great pathway starting really with the CNA and up, but what are the others? And so where can we really make a tangible difference in getting folks into good jobs that provide a pathway for economic prosperity for themselves and their families?
I mean, I think that's another, huge positive for your organization is very transparent about where money is used and how to, you stressed right from the beginning of us talking about the United Way that you guys show this is what we're doing here. We've studied and this is what we need to do here. We're not, wasting money. We're not sitting on, we're moving forward with things. And that I have so much respect for. So this is an open invitation to you and other folks at the United Way.
Yes.
Because we are running out of time.
Already?
I know.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
A whole other page of things to talk about.
I know. So come back for page 2.
Yes.
So you will be joining, and some other colleagues from the United Way throughout this next year to promote things. You gave contact information. I think the best place, and a place that I have gone to and looked, is on your website, and you can see the events and stuff, and you'll see some promotions coming out. And we want, again, people to take advantage of all of your opportunities.
Right.
So you have to come back because I want to talk about the book houses. So,
yes, book houses, humans, lots of fun stuff.
I love that stuff.
Great.
I love that stuff. All right, so thank you again, Jen.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We'll see Jen again in future shows. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, a good friend of mine from North Adams Commons. We'll be back in a second.
Situated in a quiet residential neighborhood in the Berkshires of Western Massachusetts, just minutes from the cultural offerings of the Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts and the Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Arts, North Adams Commons offers you the best of both worlds. It's a locally run facility staffed by dedicated healthcare professionals from the northern Berkshire area. And it's backed by the expertise and resources of Berkshire Healthcare, the largest nonprofit long-term care provider in the area. Berkshire Healthcare is committed to fulfilling the health and residential needs of the people in the communities we serve. North Adams Commons is a proud recipient of the American Healthcare Association's National Quality Award. The Quality Awards recognize members' commitment to performance excellence by continuously demonstrating ever-improving value to residents and other customers. The Bronze, Silver, and Gold Awards recognize overall organizational effectiveness and capabilities and champion organizational and personal learning. At North Adams Commons, we pride ourselves on our deep commitment to our community. We offer a broad range of nursing home services, including short-term rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice, and respite care services. We proudly offer a home-like setting that allows our residents the comforts they expect while providing the care they need, including several small, nicely appointed dining rooms, beautiful outdoor space, ample activities, and private family space. At the heart of it all is a focus on the body, mind, and spirit. Our rehab services include physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Our licensed therapy professionals help restore and maintain the body, by focusing on helping our residents improve strength and mobility in order to participate in the activities they most enjoy. These services are provided up to 7 days a week when ordered by a physician. North Adams Commons is more than a place to live. It's a place to enjoy each day to the fullest. Our activities program focuses on the mind and spirit of our residents by offering engaging leisure and recreational activities, arts and crafts, music, discussion groups, exercise sessions, religious services, and cultural community outings, and more. Each resident receives the highest quality care delivered by our dedicated staff members working as a team. From the nursing staff to our front office personnel, everyone is enthusiastic about the role he or she plays in the lives of the people who entrust us with their care. Our staff is committed to providing compassionate care, using teamwork as their guiding principle. We're dedicated to treating each person with dignity, recognizing their individual needs, goals, and preferences. We create a care plan for each person, focused on helping them achieve the highest level of independence and quality of life. At North Adams Commons, we're perfecting the art of superior care. If you or a loved one needs short-term rehab, extra care after a hospital stay, or a nursing supervised full-time living arrangement, we invite you to tour and meet our staff. See firsthand how we enhance the lives of those we serve. To make arrangements or get more information, call 413-664-4041. We look forward to meeting you.
Welcome back to InfoSource. That was a nice little piece about North Adams Commons Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, who has services, by the way, that
Yes.
I am interested in. So
Love
I
it.
have asked Kira Briard, Marketing Admissions Director from North Adams Commons, to come on and talk to me about that. Hi, Kira.
Hi, thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you for coming on. I was thinking today that besides my mother, I think I talk to you every day on the phone.
Yeah, pretty much.
We
A
pretty
couple
much
times a
check
day.
in and see what's going
Bunch
on.
of laughter. It's a nice breakup
Yeah.
during the work day.
And you're at North Adams Commons, Marketing Admissions, and you help folks with short-term stays, long-term stays,
Yep.
and services.
Yeah, I've been with the organization just over a year. So my general role is to really meet families, meet potential residents as they come in, get everything set up for them so when they admit, it's a quick and easy process, make sure all of their needs are met, and then obviously the goal would be to discharge people home if it's short-term rehab or provide the long-term care that they need.
And I know you guys have done a lot of renovations and changing up your rooms. Your rehab therapy areas have been revamped and stuff, and I'm quite pleased with that. I asked you to come on clearly talk about your services there, but because I am potentially needing them. I have definitely one knee that needs replacement. I might be looking at two knees. And even though this is the work I've been doing for the past 20 years now, to talk about a short-term rehab stay for oneself is a little different.
Yeah, it's totally,
So that's why I asked Jan, is to talk about that, because I'm not sure about what's going to happen after I have my knees done.
Okay. Alrighty. So tell me about your knees. What's going on with them right now?
So they started hurting, both of them, over the summer. I had kind of a kayak accident and it kind of flared up. And I've been going to an orthopedic doctor for a while, and x-rays have shown that I'm definitely bone on bone on one knee.
Really
and the other knee is very close.
Okay.
So we're still kind of working out the details, but to me, I think that people should, if they can plan when they're doing these things, do some research.
Yeah, absolutely.
Into what the choices are. So
Absolutely. Now, is there a reason you're considering coming to a facility for a rehab versus staying home with V&A and having or going to outpatient services?
yeah, I mean, I guess, I'm not the oldest person, but I'm not the youngest person, but why am I not thinking of staying home is because I live in kind of a remote part of Franklin County.
Okay.
So there's transportation to ask people to drive up to my house. I'm not sure if that's feasible, and weather conditions and stuff. I don't want to have to myself even ride. It's like an hour and 20 minutes anywhere from my house.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So I don't think after surgery I want to be doing like 3 hours in a car to go
Right.
to an hour of or a couple hours of therapy because I'll be tired. I also have 2 little dogs
Okay.
that are pretty hyper,
All right.
and you know, I'm kind of the mommy, so they like to jump and
Yeah.
stuff. And my house is really cool, and I love it, but it's not that accessible.
Right, okay.
So I'm thinking those reasons.
All right. And one of the primary benefits, too, of coming to a rehab facility is if you're staying home and getting therapy, you might be getting an hour every other day or every 3 days, whereas at a facility such as North Adams Commons, you get therapy 7 days a week. So that's great. So what sort of time frame? I heard you're talking spring-ish.
Yeah, I mean, next week I will have definite working on with the doctor about timelines, but I'm thinking this spring.
Okay.
You know, it's not like it's something I can schedule. So after the snow's gone and stuff.
All right, all right. Well, that could be
Yeah.
in the Berkshires.
that's true.
That could
That
be
could
like
be July.
June, but we'll
Yeah.
figure that out. And what type of insurance do you have?
I have a Blue Cross Blue Shield through
Perfect.
work.
Okay, excellent. So we work with a lot of commercial insurances and then obviously Medicare and Medicaid, and one of my jobs is to take care of that for you. So you don't have to call insurance companies
Okay,
and
'cause
get
I don't wanna do any of
authorizations.
that.
I do that for you. So that takes a little bit away. So other than you in the decision-making process, who else is involved?
Well, I think my wife has
Yeah,
some
so I would
things to say.
imagine she would probably
about
would.
that. And you know, my mom. My mom's my best friend.
Okay.
And you know, I want her opinion. So yeah.
Okay. And have you talked to them about coming to North Adams Commons? What are their thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, they're comfortable with it. I guess, you know, it's kind of hard to hear that, even though, you know, I have all these good reasons.
Right.
So they see the value in what I'm saying. I still think it's hard, and you know, it's not the easiest decision to make for oneself either. But nothing really is. You know, overall, the stuff that, you know, could hold us back is like, you know, do I really want to do this? I want to be home. It's therapy is my most important thing
Right.
during that time.
Recover as quickly
What's
as
going to
possible.
be the easiest, best way for me to get it? And I think they see that.
Okay. Well, that's really good. So they're on board with all of that.
Yeah.
So on a day-to-day basis, like, I mean, I know you pretty well, but
Yeah.
the other people don't. So what type of things do you like to do when you're at home, not working? It's you, the dogs, wife?
Yeah. So I do a lot of cooking. I spend a lot of time outside.
Okay.
And I do spend a lot of time with my dogs, AKA my babies.
I have two myself. I totally understand.
I like to play games. I play a lot of cards.
Okay.
And I don't know if I said, but I like to watch TV. I like movies. And,
Okay.
and I have my shows. I watch General Hospital every day.
All right.
So I'm pretty
I used to be a
obsessed.
Days of Our Lives girl, but okay.
Yeah, I kind of used to, you know, you know,
Yeah.
I can't watch 2. I mean, I could, but I can't.
Yeah, you got to stay loyal
Yeah,
to
yeah.
one. So it sounds like from what you've been saying, I think we're going to really be able to meet your needs.
Okay.
From what you've been talking about, like, the therapy obviously is most important to you. So as I said, we offer that up to 7 days a week, and you have an evaluation done by our therapy department within 24 hours. So you're seeing really quickly. So we can get that going. We are a very home-like atmosphere. We are only 106 beds. So your wife, your mom can come visit you whenever they want to. Your dogs can come visit you.
That's be key.
Yes.
I mean, not that my mother and my wife are, but the dogs.
No, the
key.
dogs are key. They can come visit you.
Yeah.
We do have pet visits anyway.
Yeah.
We have an activities department, so we can get you hooked up with other people that like to do cards.
Sure.
All the rooms have flat screen TVs in them, so you can watch whatever movies you want to watch or TV shows. And then outdoors, assuming it's actually nice by this time, we have a beautiful wraparound porch out front.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. And then a little sunken garden. You can go and sit and have a little lunch out there with your mom. It's nice.
I have to say that there's many things at North Adams Commons I like, but I really like that front porch.
Yeah.
It reminds me of growing up.
Yeah.
And sitting on the front porch with my great grandmother.
Aw.
So you know, when I'm coming in and out of North Adams Commons, I kind of hang out there a little bit and visit with the residents and stuff because it's a nice feeling. To me, that says a home.
I love it, and I get to do all the flowers.
Yeah,
so.
and you do a great job.
Well, thanks.
I'm going to plug in your green thumb.
Well, thank you, but I get to go out and water the flowers, and the residents come out with me, and they love it. They sit and water flowers with me. One of them deadheads the geranium,
Yeah.
so
Nice.
the outdoors is beautiful there. So I think, you obviously know North Adams Commons. You've been there a lot. So what I would think the next step would be to invite your mom and your wife to come and take a look at it. You can show them what the room looks like.
Sure.
Rehab.
Yep.
So maybe this weekend, if you had some time on Saturday.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm child-free, so we
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay.
So we'll just be in touch and get something scheduled, and I'd be happy to show you around and answer any questions that they might have too.
Sure. So thank you for taking the time to talk with me about this. I wanted to do it on air because I don't think people realize that, folks who, are my age can take advantage of the rehab services.
Absolutely.
And I also want to be able to come on and say, hey, this is what it was like. Because when I heard, knee replacement, I was like, so it can be scary and stuff.
It can be scary. My stepdad had actually 3 done. He had his right done, his left done, and then he didn't wait long enough, and he was playing golf, so he got to have his right redone a second time.
All right. Well,
so you got to make sure you rehab properly.
I'm probably not going to think about that.
Just rehab properly, and this is a great place to do it.
All right. So if folks want to get more information about North Adams Commons, maybe set up a tour on their own, how can they reach you?
So you can call me, and it's Kira Briard again, and it's 413-662-4403. That will get you through to me directly. Or you can also go on the website, northadamscommons.org, and check that out. But best to give me a call, and I can come in weekends, nights. A lot of times.
You're available anytime.
Yeah, a lot of times people work full time, so they can only come in later, so that's fine.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much
I will
for
probably
having me.
talk to you after the show.
I would imagine so. Thank you for having me.
Okay. And I want to thank you out there for watching. I'm going to remind you that InfoSource is a presentation of Berkshire Healthcare Systems. I wish you good health and good life. Bye for now.